Today I want to talk about how intuition can help us right now. So welcome, we're going to talk about how intuition can help us right now. Okay, so I was talking before the camera was ready. All right, so welcome to Coffee and Cosmos with Robin. My name is Robin Fritz. Today I want to talk about how intuition can help us now in a time of fear and crisis, and deal with any questions people have, but give you some practical guidance on how you can use your intuition right now. So join in. Let me know who you are, where you're joining from, any questions you have, and let's spend some time together. So again, welcome. My name is Robin Fritz. I'm an intuitive and spiritual consultant and a past life regression specialist. I'm based in Seattle, Washington. And these are strange times, people, tough times. And because of what I've been noticing in client sessions lately, or just talking with people, socially distanced, of course, I want to talk about how intuition can help us right now. And also want to give you a heads up. We're going to talk at the end about black crystals and how crystals can help and ground us, including black crystals. Okay, so here's the thing. Last week I talked about clearing fear with love. And what we're doing right now is looking at the world around us in our own households where we're nervous and upset about the virus, about loss of income, about family members, about the whole world turning upside down. Totally understandable. And if you're not concerned about that, you're not paying attention. And of course, you all are. So here's the thing. When you clear fear with love, right, you're looking at being resilient about running an energy line down your body and back up, noting where fear lives, asking it to leave, and filling up that space with love and connection, right? But we also want to make decisions during this time, and decisions that are bolstered by our intuition. Now, I want to assure everyone that we are all intuitive. We are all healers. These are innate skills we're born with. We just really don't know how to use them. And I want to show you some things and then give you some information, more information that can help with that. So if you're listening, chime in. Hi, how are you? I have been meaning to email you. So thanks for joining me today. Perfect timing. So here's the thing. We're looking at how intuition can help us now. All right. So whether you're watching this live or you're watching this in archives or on YouTube or wherever on my website, I want you to ask this question. What am I afraid of right now in this moment? What does fear tell me? What am I afraid of in this moment? Okay. That's the intuitive question we'll be looking at. Each of you will have your own answer to that, including maybe even being bored by this webinar. I'm afraid of being bored, Robin. Okay, so join in. So when you create a question for your intuition to answer, you're being very practical. This isn't airy-fairy, people. This is real and practical and precise, right? You want to know what you're afraid of right now. And the answer may surprise you when you get balanced and grounded. So to answer that question of what you're afraid of right now, you want information that is accurate, that is precise to your question, and that can give you direction on where to go next, okay? Here's where you're not getting intuitive information from, okay? Here's additional things that are informing you about the question, what am I afraid of right now? Okay, so one of them is the facts, okay? The world around us has abruptly changed. There's a virus out there. There are people that are upset. We've lost income. We've lost family members. We've lost a lot, right? Those are the facts of the situation. Any one of those things could create fear for us. Number two, what does our common sense tell us about this? Now, You can listen to conspiracy theories. You can say it's too much news. You can say all kinds of things. But what does your common sense tell you about what you're afraid of right now, right? It could be lots of things, right? But I'm focusing right now on this. What are you afraid of right now? What are the facts that you're afraid of that are giving you information? What does your common sense tell you? What does your experience tell you? Okay, so I have family members and friends who need surgeries that have been postponed, right? And now they're back and being rescheduled. And it's like, what are you afraid of? Well, these are serious surgeries. How am I going to do? Right. So, what is that specific thing for you? The facts, the common sense, your experience, or your experience with this? Okay. The experience with this pandemic, the experience with the whole world being shut down. We have not experienced that before. So, being afraid of the unknown, afraid of an invisible killer. These are all real things to be afraid of, right? Real things to be wary of, to pay attention to get information on, real information. No, you shouldn't right now. Not that particular home, but hang on there. Thanks for asking that question, and let's see if we can answer it together. That's really from the top of my head there. So facts, intellect, experience, emotions, your feelings. And ask yourself about your feelings on that. So if you're going to ask yourself a question, what are the facts? What is your common sense telling you? Is your experience on that? What are your emotions about that? And then we come to our intuition and what our intuition tells us about the question, what am I afraid of right now? Right? Okay, so the reason I'm bringing this up today is twofold. One is that I hear from friends and from clients about things that they're afraid of. And once you go through those facts, right, get yourself grounded and balanced. Run an energy line in your practice this. Run an energy line from the top of your head down to your feet and back up again. Invite yourself to get grounded and balanced, right? Whatever works for you with that. I use black crystals like this columbite, right? And I'll show you some more black crystals as we get through. I normally do a grounding and balancing exercise with my crystal partner Fallon, the citrine Lemurian quartz. But today I want you to figure out your way of getting grounded and balanced. A quick, easy way, running an energy line from the top of your head down to your feet and back up again. Allowing yourself to breathe deeply, healthy energy, and exhaling just the excess, allowing yourself to get settled and grounded in your chair or on the walk, wherever. Right now, probably at home is better, so you're not worried about avoiding people. Get grounded and balanced and ask that question, what am I afraid of right now? And then you pull in information on that, because intuition is out there getting information. It's getting the answer to your question, but it's also getting the answer to all kinds of questions floating around. So you want to be specific about the question that you're asking and specific to you. So you want the intuitive information that is specific to you and your question, right? Okay, and you're getting that information based on how your intuition works most strongly. So some people will see pictures and colors, that's clairvoyance. Some people may hear things talking with them, that's clairaudience. People may get feelings and emotions, that's clairsentience. And a lot of people are getting emotions right now, which, are different than the answer to your question. And then others just know. You just know. Clairknowing is a tough one because it's counter to our normal ABCD linear fashion of understanding things. So get grounded and balanced. Ask your question. Let your intuition pull up information from you. When it gets that information, then run it through all of the things, the facts, the common sense, the emotions, the experience, and see what intuition has added to that question set. Okay, so what are you afraid of? So The reason I bring this up is that a lot of people are unbalanced right now with their intuition, which is totally understandable. And many people have been used to using their intuition in basically non-life threatening manners. And because the world is turned upside down, we kind of are like, where is our center? Where is that space that we can get reliable intuition? That's why you get grounded and balanced. That's why you bring in your spiritual team to support you. That's why you use intuition as a practical tool that can give you information that you need. So here's an example. A person I dearly love was really worried about um, moving, and she was afraid to move, to get on a plane because she was thinking she had the virus or she was going to get the virus. And that's a logical question. That's a logical fear. But that fear of the virus paralyzed her. So once you get grounded and balanced and you look at it, what was really bothering her? Not so much the fear of the virus, although that's real, but the simple answer was that she really loved where she was. She really felt at home, and she didn't want to get on the plane and go somewhere else to move. So it wasn't the virus or the world order that was upsetting her. It was the barrage of information that overwhelmed her natural intuitive ability and her natural decision making. And once you get grounded and balanced, once you know how your intuition works, you can answer that question more precisely. And intuition is real for us. It is part of our everyday life. And it should be a practical way of getting additional information to answer your questions. So I hope that gives you some idea there. So, dear, let's go back to your question. You would like to buy a rental home, okay? Run it through these various things, the facts, your emotions, your common sense, right? Your experience with this. If you've never bought a rental home, understand who's involved in that process, why you're doing this right now, what are the factors that are involved, what is your financial situation, all of those facts, and then get grounded and balanced. Ask your intuition to give you information. Always invite your spiritual team now. And the reason I said no right off the top was that I didn't get the feeling that you had looked at everything in totality for you, right? And that maybe this isn't the home you're looking at, might not be the right one. So play through that and see how you feel with that. So, Richard, your common sense tells you you have no fear. The facts, the sunlight kills all the virus, okay? You had 2 surgeries. The first went fine. The second was horrible. Um, and you love your higher self. That's great, right? Um, the facts are deceptive. I'm not sure, Richard, what the facts are that you're talking about, but I do wish you well in recovering from your surgeries. Yes, sometimes recovery is horrifying. So one thing, if I could offer you, is to get yourself grounded and balanced, and work through all of the healthy things that your medical team is providing you, but add to that fresh air if you can get fresh air, healthy foods to support you. I mean, we all need to eat right, to drink right, to sleep right, all of those kinds of things that support our bodies. Um, I like working with alternative people like naturopaths that can support the healing process. It certainly worked for me and my family. I don't know if you're interested in that or have access to that, but those are things. But common sense, as you said, Richard, um, is important, and pay attention to that. There's so much conspiracy theories out there right now about the virus, and and what's going on in the world. And what we need to do is to give the people that we elected in office an opportunity to do their jobs in crisis with really no clue as to how to do that. They're just doing the best they can. And are they making mistakes? Maybe. Are they trying to help and save lives? Yes. Give them the benefit of the doubt. Give them all the support that you can and move forward from there. That's really all we can do in that situation. Terry, your common sense allows you to stay in the present moment and not fear. Great. You don't go out and don't deal with people. Right. And we all hoping that everyone around us takes the same precautions that we do. And I'm in a high risk category, but I do go out to the store. I've been wearing a mask and gloves when I go because I can't use hand sanitizer on my very delicate skin. So I sanitize my gloves, and then I come home and I clean everything myself and my clothes. And this is the new world order, people. This is what we have to do. And excuse me. So yes, we do worry about our family and our connections and our neighbors, and we should because we're a community. And let's hope that everyone's paying attention, using their common sense, using the information that's out there, and giving the benefit of the doubt to our leaders who are literally trying to keep as many people alive as they can. Are they making mistakes? Maybe, but they're doing something, right? And that's what counts. So, how is your intuition, everyone, feeding into this question of what are you afraid of right now, right? Fear of all the knowns and helplessness. Yes, perfect, Maggie. That's exactly what people are afraid of. And when you're afraid, run that through, clear out that fear, fill yourself up with love and connection. And love sounds like really amorphous, but just it's not. It's a real thing. Fill yourself up with that as well as you can. Richard, yes, ground and center. Oh, that's cool, Richard. Good for you. Yeah, that's awesome. Um, Deborah, I can't see the rest of your message, and if I click on that, I'm afraid I'm going to shut off the video because, okay, so I'm not the most talented person technologically. Okay. But thank you, Richard. Thank you. And Terry, your intuition keeps you grounded, right? Right. And you guys are telling you, hey, stay grounded, people. Stop and redirect. So good. And yes, the breathing techniques. Good, good, good. Richard, awesome. Good, good, good. Excellent, excellent. So here's the thing. I've been promising people sanitize the gloves. I know, right? Because if I used hand sanitizer, my hands would burn and my skin would peel off. I mean, I can't even use scented hand lotion because I burn. So I'm sitting in my car and I've had hand sanitizer there literally for years. Open up the bottle, it still smells like there's, alcohol in there as well as the lavender. So I thought, okay, what can I do, right? Because everybody's saying don't use gloves, wash your hands. Well, I'm sorry, I can't wash my hands when I'm in the store, right? I just can't. So use a hand sanitizer when I get in the car, kind of like get yourself in that mode, like you're armoring yourself. When I'm done with getting those groceries, get back in the car, use the sanitizer again, blah, 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 blah. And then I come home, peel off those gloves, throw them away, wash my hands, blah. Oh, God, it's exhausting going to the store these days. That also, as long as I'm healthy, I'm not going to ask somebody to go shopping for me. One of those people that has to basically douse for my food. So here's the thing, people. I have been promising for several months now that I was going to start an intuitive mentoring once a month class for $25 a month. And I'm like, okay, let's just do this thing. Quit promising, Robin, and do it. And I'm going to offer it for free. Because too many people are scared right now and too many people aren't using their intuition as well as they could be, right? And that's what I can help you with. Because I've worked at it over the years, because I know it's a natural thing. And so I've got whole classes out there, but let's do this mentoring program. So if you want to work on your intuition, right? Okay. Drop me a note at my Practical Intuitive page here on Facebook, or go to my website, robinfritz.com. Let me know. I'll figure out some online platform. I know people are zoomed to death, right? And we're going to do this thing for free, right? And I'm going to get you through this for the next several months. I want you people out there practicing your intuition and using it. And we're going to have fun. And I'll do readings. And it's like free, people. So spread the word. Let's get people going on this. We're going to start next week. Okay? Next week. We might as well start on Monday, Monday afternoon. If that works for you, let me know, okay? And maybe we'll just do a half an hour at the beginning, give you homework, let you pair up, work together, whatever, okay? It's going to be free. We're going to work on this together. I just need you to start using your intuition in a crisis. And it's like, hello, Robin, it's past time for you to do this. Because I don't want people messing up. And we're all going to mess up. You know what? I don't always listen to my intuition. And let me give you a quick example of that. I'm driving to the hardware store last summer after a busy week of sessions, and I was tired, and I'm like pulling into the parking lot of the hardware store. And I look at this Volvo and I'm like, oh my gosh, I should not park there because that guy's going to back into me and hit me. Hello, my intuition runs towards knowing. I can see what's coming. And I went, oh, Robin, just get over yourself. He's driving a Volvo. He's not going to hit you. That's I got my bumper fixed, right? Because he did hit me. And I knew he was going to do that. And I should not have parked there. And so I let myself talk myself out of that. So that's what we're going to talk about too. How we talk ourselves out of using our intuition, right? So go to my Facebook page, The Practical Intuitive, said, drop me a note. You want to be in there near? I already know you want to be. Oh, Terry, good. Awesome. You too. And there'll be other people, and we may start small. I know. And that's great. So spread the word. Let me know. We'll figure it out. If any of you have an online platform that you like to use, let me know that too. We'll get there. So as we conclude today, I want to give you some tips on crystals that can help you with grounding and balancing. And essentially right now, those are black crystals. Black crystals are just known for grounding and balancing. So here's a piece of black tourmaline. A lot of people, so I'm distracted because my video is down here, but the thing is up there. So black tourmaline, a lot of people like it. It doesn't resonate with me. Maybe that's why there's so many black crystals. Everybody uses different ones. Obsidian, very, very strong, maybe too strong for you. See how it reacts to you as you're looking at this right now, okay? Lemurian jade, right, is a black crystal. Lemurian jade. And here's a really gorgeous piece that I can't carry around because it breaks off. This is hematite. And of course, ouch, it's also very sharp. Ow. Columbite, my favorite of the black crystals, hard to find, maybe impossible to find right now, but I use this with all my client sessions. So go through some books out there, go through crystals online, like Google black crystals for grounding and balancing. In the beginning, when I was remembering that I could work with the planet, I would take my columbite, put it in a leather pouch, wear it around my neck to help myself stay grounded and balanced during the day, because I was doing stupid things with my intuition, which I'll talk about in our class. So there's some good books out there on crystals. So find some that work for you. You don't have to spend a lot, but get some crystals. So I want to thank you for joining me today. If you're interested in the free mentoring class, right, and learning and practicing with me, with each other, moving forward so that we're making wise decisions, right? Because this thing, this virus, this thing that's going on here in the state of Washington, technically, they don't even want me going outside until July. Oh my God. We have got to do something to pull ourselves together as a community. This is it for me. Let me know if you want to come in and to join the group. Let me know if you know of a good platform in addition to whatever's out there that we can use to connect with each other. I'll record those sessions. We will go from there, right? Okay. So thanks for joining me today. Thank you for being here. Go out and work on your intuition and pull in examples so that we can deal with real questions when we start up next week. So thank you for joining me today. Thank you for being there. Thank you to the wonderful people, Chris and Leonie Buck, who created Own Times, that we can all come together here in this space. Really, we're all in it together, people. I don't care about your politics. I care that you're making decisions for yourself and your family that are good decisions based on real facts and how your intuition works. Benita, greetings to you. Tiz, thank you. Thank you for joining us today. Again, want my free class. We're starting next week, a mentoring on intuition for practical uses. Next Monday afternoon, I'm in Pacific Standard Time, so that means right now it's 11:26 a.m., right? So on the west coast of the United States. Thank you for joining me. We'll see you next Monday morning here back on Facebook at Om Times Magazine, and we'll talk about where we're going to start doing this series. Take care. Thank you for joining me. Take care.